Chapter 9, Mishnah 2. The Mishnah teaches laws that apply to the unusual case of a tumtum. A tumtum is a person who is born with an extra layer of flesh covering the private parts of his body, so it is impossible to tell whether the tumtum is a male or a female. The Mishnah first discusses how a tumtum is treated with respect to inheriting his father's estate. If someone dies and he leaves sons and daughters and also a child who is tumtum, the law is that when there are many properties in the estate, the sons can push him towards the daughters. That is, the tumtum is unable to collect a son's share in the estate because the sons can say, "Prove that you're a male, and then we will give you a son's share." Rather, the tumtum receives only an allowance for support until adulthood, like one of the daughters. And when the properties are few, the daughters could push him toward the sons. The tumtum cannot claim an allowance for support as a daughter because the daughters could say to the tumtum, "Prove that you are a female, and then you can receive support with us." Rather, he shares the remainder of the estate with the other sons, and when it is used up, he must go begging like the sons. We have learned in Chapter 8, Mishnah 5, that a seriously ill person has the ability to distribute property to his children simply by stating his wishes, and the recipients acquire the gifts even though they have not made any kinyan, active acquisition, on the properties. The Mishnah teaches how a tumtum is treated with respect to such gifts. If a seriously ill person whose wife was expecting says, "If my wife gives birth to a boy, he should receive a maneh, 100 zuz, of my property as a special gift," then if she gave birth to a boy while the person is still alive, he indeed receives a maneh. That is, the gift is valid. If the father says, if she gives birth to a girl, she should receive 200 zuz as a special gift, then if she gave birth to a girl, she indeed receives 200. This gift too is valid. If the father said, if she gives birth to a boy, he should receive a maneh, and if she gives birth to a girl, she should receive 200, specifying both possibilities, and she gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl, the boy receives a maneh and the girl receives 200. Both gifts are valid. But even if the father specified gifts for both a boy and a girl, if she gave birth to a tumtum, he does not receive anything, because he is neither a male nor a female. However, if the father said, "Whatever child my wife bears should receive," then even the tumtum receives a gift. The final ruling of the Mishnah concerns a case where the tumtum is an only child. And when there is no other heir, that is, no other child but him, he inherits everything. Although it is not clear whether the tumtum is a son or a daughter, he is certainly a child and therefore inherits his father.